Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Vinyl Talk with Tavis. And I'm Tavis. Today's video is all about VCLT, Barnes & Noble, and thrift store finds. Okay? I'm really excited. I'm very stoked about all this vinyl that I have today to share with all of you. It's extremely cold outside here in Kansas City, so I had to make me some tea. This is peppermint tea. I forgot the brand, but I have it in my Elvis cup. Yes, I forgot the name of the tea. I'll make a video right now. It's great tea. It's peppermint. It tastes so good with honey. Oh, man. So right here, I have some honey that I got from a dear friend in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's an eye doctor, by the way, and he sells honey on the side. That's kind of strange, but it's good. So I'm going to pour this honey in this tea. I don't think Elvis will mind. And I'm going to stir it up. Stir it up. Stir up the tea. Let's see how it tastes. Of course, it tastes great. There's nothing like tea on a cold day. That's why I have this stocking cap on. If I left the heater on, you hear all this noise. So this helps keep my bald head warm. I hope you all are having a great day. I really do. Okay, let's start with Barnes & Noble. You know, Barnes & Noble, I was talking to one of the people who were checking us out. And I told her, I said, do you know what you're doing? You know, that you have started something phenomenal. You have people on YouTube showing all the vinyl that they have purchased from your store. And the manager came up and she said, yeah, we've been watching those videos. Can you believe it? The managers, at least the ones in Kansas City, have been watching the videos. And another thing, I was at the counter. Y'all, I just have 900 subscribers. Someone came up behind me and they started singing. Vinyl Talk, Vinyl Talk, Vinyl Talk with Travis, with Travis. And I turned around and it was an older guy, like in the 60s. And he said, I know who you are. I watch your videos and all the others, but I don't talk about the videos and I don't comment, but I watch you all. And he has some vinyl in his hand. Y'all, this is a phenomenon. This is a movement. And there have been people in this community. I mean, you all have been here for a very long time. But to me, it seems like it's just really, really growing even now in 2020. This guy said, listen, I have revived all of my old speakers. I've taken out my turntables from the garage. I've rebuilt some things. I'm taking out all my old vinyl. I'm buying new vinyl. It's amazing. It's amazing. He said, I watch your show. I like what I see. There's another guy I like. He started naming some people, and I was like, I know them. I know them. Some people I didn't know. I need to find you all. So, and then I said, my name is Tavis, not Travis. He said, I'm sorry. And it's amazing what's going on. It's amazing. Okay, let's start. I can talk all day. Let's start with the Barnes & Noble. I always say Barnes & Nobles, but everybody, it's Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, not Barnes & Nobles. Anyway, this is what I got. First of all, I got this James Brown In the Jungle Groove. This is a double LP set. It was released in 1986. I've already opened it and begun to play it. It was recorded between the years of 69 and 71. But one critic said that this album is really for die-hard James Brown fans. And I can understand. Because some of the tracks, James Brown, he messes up on his lyrics. And he gets back in there and tries to revive himself or redeem himself. But I love it. I love this double LP set. I think this is a re-release because it has side 3 and 4, which is like remixes and things like that. But The Funky Drummer, to me, The Funky Drummer, that's a classic. That is a classic. Who's playing the drums on here? Let me see who's playing the drums. Clyde Stubblefield. Clyde Stubblefield is playing his butt off on those drums. So this is a classic. I'm glad I got it. Next. Okay, kiddos. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vinyl community, dearest friends. I had to get this again. Now, is that crazy? Well, it's not crazy because I gave my other one to a friend. Yes, I bought Annie Lennox about a week or 2 weeks ago and gave it to a friend, a colleague of mine who likes Annie Lennox. I dare not give him a new one. I gave him my used one and went back and got this today. And they had it. Wow. It was $9.99. Boys and girls, that clearance is on point, okay? Why? Sing it with me. Why? I don't know the lyrics. You know me, I don't know. Those lyrics, they have left my mind. What a great album from 1992. When I hear the opening track, Why? I cry. I cry when I hear Why. Woo, that song. And also Walking on Broken Glass. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire album is awesome, killer, phenomenal, fantastic, all the adjectives of goodness. Her debut album, as she left the Eurythmics, to be quite honest, to me, it always seemed to me that she was always the Eurythmics by herself. But this is a great record. Had to get it again because I gave my previous one to another person. Now, I've noticed that in all these Barnes & Noble stores, I've been going to different Barnes & Nobles here in the city. I went to Independence, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, Grandview, Missouri, all types of little cities. And they have, all types of Barnes & Noble. I got this today. Look at all that. You can see everything, can't you? Look at this. I had to get Fleetwood Mac Mirage from 1982 because my favorite song on here is Gypsy. I think that's my favorite Fleetwood Mac song of all time. And I also got this because on this photo, I was looking at the internet, and it was talking about the different facts about this album. If you look closely at this record, the clasped hands of Stevie Nicks, and what is her name? Lord have mercy. Her name has left my mind. Can you all let me know in the comments? I'm sure I'll know before this video is over. Can you see an old woman in the clasp of their hands? Look at that. Do you see an old woman? There's her nose. There are her eyes right there. Her chin. Her neck. her cloak or hat in the blackness, that boy, no, and the title Mirage. You're like, what am I seeing? Remember when you were in college or high school and you saw this same photo and you had to determine if it was a happy person or a old woman? I'll show you the picture right now. Remember those days? I didn't even realize that until I saw the internet. Okay, that's why I bought this as well. Gypsy and this Mirage here. Fantasmic. Great album from '82. Oh, I haven't even opened it yet. It was $21.99, 50% off, $11.99. I had to get it. Had to. I can't wait to play it tonight. Okay, now I'm going to go to some thrift store finds. This particular record, I don't know who it is, but I saw it and had to get it. Alfred Apaka sings Hawaiian Wedding Song. Are you all familiar with this? Are you familiar with this guy? I don't know who this is, but it just looked interesting. And it's in phenomenal condition. I haven't heard it yet, but Alfred Apaka sings Hawaiian Wedding Song and other favorite songs of the islands. And I love diversity. I think it's great for my classroom, too. I want my kids to hear it. So, 99 cents. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Then I saw Sam Cooke, Only 16. Anything with Sam Cooke at the thrift store, I have to buy. My dad's favorite singer of all time. Hit songs of the 50s and 60s. It includes Only 16, She's Funny That Way, and I've listened to this album. It is phenomenal. I just love it. And what's interesting is that this cover is interesting because I'm surprised they didn't put his picture on here, Sam Cooke's picture, but instead they have a girl. And I think there were reasons behind that. Back in the 50s and 60s, some record companies, they did not want their black artists to have their photo on the album cover because they wanted it to be sellable to all races. And if a white person happened to see the black person on the cover, they wouldn't buy it. Can you believe that? Now, I don't know if that's the case with this record, but that was the case many times. Many times. Many times. So, but this record is great. Sam Cooke, Only 16. Then we have, this is really interesting, okay? Hold on for a second. Okay, I'm back. This is really interesting. This is Beverly Seals. You know Beverly Seals, the opera singer? And it has The Shrink. What was interesting is that the owners still had newspaper articles of the deaths of Beverly Seals and Pavarotti. And they did not attempt to take the articles out of The Shrink. And it's almost as if the owner of this album was a diehard Beverly Seals or just a diehard opera fan. And they kept the articles in this Shrink. And whoever gave it to the thrift store didn't take it out. I don't think that the owner of this record was the one who gave this to the thrift store. If I were the owner of this record, I would take the newspaper articles out of the Shrink, would you? Maybe it's just my mind. But I'm like, really, this has sentimental value, it seems. So I had to get this. And I love Beverly Seals, a wonderful opera singer. I don't listen to opera as much as I could, but when I saw this, I can dive back into it and introduce this to my students. Phenomenal. Beverly Seals, Bellini and Donizetti Heroines. Why am I talking like that? Beverly Seals, Bellini and Donizetti Heroines. Beautiful music, and I can't wait to hear what she does. And these newspaper articles, really cool. Wow, amazing. Sentimental value. Okay, and then I found this is 99 cents too. Dick Clark, 20 Years of Rock and Roll. This is a great retrospective of the 50s and 60s and early 70s. 2-record set. It has the songs Bully Bully, Bully Bully, Bully Bully, do, 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 do. It has Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line, Fats Domino, I'm Walking, Everly Brothers, All I Have to Do Is Dream, Paul Anka, Put Your Head on My Shoulders, Kingsman, Louie Louie. Is it Louie Louie or Bully Bully? Maybe I'm confused. Anyway, it's just great music from the 50s, 60s, and early 70s. And all these people performed on the Dick Clark Show, American Bandstand. What a great compilation. What a great compilation. Now, I love box sets. I found these on at the thrift store. I'm not familiar with these people, but I've been looking at them on YouTube. These people are called the Moms and Dads. Oldies and Goodies. It was $4.99. I got it. Okay? And I don't want to open it, but it's like a 4 or 5 record set. And it's really good. I think this picture is phenomenal. You know, when I saw this, I don't know if Steve from Value Vinyl is watching. Steve, if you're watching, when I saw this, I thought of you immediately. Why is that? Steve, comment below. Why did I think of you when I saw this? Steve, if you want this, let me know. I think that's why I thought of you. Because you said you like all types of box sets in a previous video of yours. And I was looking at it, and I think you said that. So if you want this, this is yours, okay? Steve from Value Vinyl, this will be my BCLT to you. Let me know, Steve. Even if he doesn't reply, I'm going to send it to him. I just think of him when I see that. I don't know why. Then I bought this. The world's great piano music. Ladies and gentlemen, I played this in my classroom one morning as I was preparing for my first class, and I had a brain zap. It's like I had these strange, great feelings came in my head as I was listening to this music. Great piano music. For example, you have Chopin Polonaise No. 6, Impromptu in E flat by Debussy. No, that's by Schubert. Then you have Debussy, Clair de Lune. Then you have Chopin Prelude No. 24. Then you have Gershwin, the 3 Preludes, and on and on and on. This is great music. Oh, man. I had a ball in my classroom listening to this. Phenomenal box set. I think it's a Reader's Digest compilation. Yes, it is. Okay. Whew. What am I doing? Okay, now we have the BCLT. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with Stefan 73, I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's Stefan 73. This guy has a great YouTube channel. He's from the Netherlands, and he sent me some BCLT. Can you believe it? All I've done is open the box and tried to pull out some stuff, but I said, wait a minute, I'll make a video. So here we go. I see a letter. It says, Stefan, I hope you don't mind that I read this. Hi, Tavis. I hope this package arrived safely and in one piece. It did. I wanted to send some VCLT to a like-minded collector in the US. And since I just love your videos, well, thank you. I decided to send some to you. There's a mix of different genres, from soundtracks to soul, funk, and jazz. I'm sure you'll love them all. Take care, my friend. Greetings, Stefan73. Well, Stefan, thank you so much. I cannot wait to see what's in this package from the Netherlands. I don't know how many are in here. I'm trying to pull this out. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Well, let's look. Oh. First up, we have George Benson, Blue Benson. What's this? Oh, man. Some stickers. Wow. Well, thank you, Stefan73. That's cool. Are there more stickers? Am I leaving something out? Oh, my heavens. I'm leaving stuff out. Oh, wow. Okay. The spirit that guides us. Look at there. Wow. From the Netherlands. And then we have Bureska. I don't know what this means. I'm sorry for my ignorance. But that's a beautiful sticker. Thank you so much. Well, I can't wait to listen to George Benson, Blue Benson. You know what? I'm not familiar with many of his recordings. I know On Broadway and That Masquerade, but I can't wait to hear this. It came out in 1976. Thank you. Thank you. And we have Slave. Wow, now Slave. Now that's Just a Touch of Love. Okay. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Wow. This came out in 1979. I wish I was this age in the late 70s. I would be rocking it up. You wouldn't know me. You wouldn't see me. I'd be somewhere in the clubs. Maybe you would see me. Mm-hmm. Wow. Thank you. I can't wait to listen to that. Wait. Then we have the Tamla Motown sound with the Four Tops, Stevie Wonder, Jay Walker, and the All-Stars, the Supremes. Look at this comp. 8 songs on each side. Let me see what this looks like. I gotta see. This video is 25. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. Wow. It's not the Motown label, but it's Tamla Motown sound. That's interesting. Well, you know what? This art cover work is phenomenal. I love that. You know what? I may make a copy of this and hang this up on my door for Black History Month for my classroom. I think I'll do that. That is really, really something. Thank you, Stefan. That is awesome. I can't wait to hear that tonight. I cannot wait. That is cool. Man, you have made my night tonight. And then we have the Atlantic Jazz Express with Billy Cobham, John Coltrane, Herbie Mann, Eddie Harris, the Modern Jazz Quartet, Chick Corea. I guess this is another comp. Wow. On Atlantic Records. That's really, thank you again. Man. This is great, VCLT. I thank you so much. And we have two more. Virgin Sacrifice, the Chris Hines combination. Are you all familiar with this? I'm not. I'm not familiar with these guys. It looks intriguing. I can't wait to give it a spin tonight. I'm going to be up pretty late tonight. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. And lastly, I believe so. You know what? I can't even say this. I can't say it. Originally, Flemzuziek door Rajier vam Otelu van Turks fruit. Turks fruit? Are you all familiar? This is a soundtrack. Turks fruit. This guy looks familiar. I don't know who he is. Have you all seen this movie? I've not seen it. I'm intrigued again. I'm just excited. On CBS Records, this is a soundtrack of the movie Turks Fruit. Have you all seen that movie? I've not seen it. But I can't wait to listen to this and watch the movie. Now, I wonder if the movie has subtitles. We'll have to see. Look at this guy. He's opening up a bottle of, what do you call that? Champagne. And she's holding her dress. That looks like a scene right there. Okay. Well, my night has been made and it's going to be filled with music tonight. Wow. Now, you all, I want to talk seriously to you. I don't know if any of you are, well, maybe, I'm sure you are. If you out there who are watching are praying people, if you pray, if you don't mind, or if you believe in positive thinking or whatever, I need your prayers. I need your positive thinking with my family. I don't want to go into details, but it's health related, not with me, but I don't want to get specific because I'll become a basket case, okay? So I have to really stay up. But just please send, I remember when I was in church, when I was a child, we would have like these unspoken requests of prayer. If you could please send some prayer and just call it an unspoken request, or just send positive vibes through the screen, I would surely appreciate it. I would truly appreciate it. And maybe in time I can share with you about what's happening. But until then, just help a brother out with prayer, all right? And as always, with music, be inspired and stay inspired.